Are we on?
We're on.
We're on.
Welcome to the All Dyed Up Fibres podcast. I'm Diane.
And I'm Edith. And you can find us on Ravelry, Instagram, our website, www.alldyedup.ca, and Facebook, right?
Yes.
Diane does the tech stuff. I just talk about it.
It works.
Yeah. Yep. So, how is everybody? Hope you're all well out there in the world.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Doing well?
Yep, I'm good. I'm enjoying the sunshine. We've had a few sunshiny days.
Yes, we have.
They're a blessing, I tell you.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. You?
We should check our sound.
Oh. I'm checking the sound.
Where is the sound?
Oh,
There.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure that we had it right. Yeah, so everything's been good. We were a little busy doing some neat things. And yeah, so.
Yeah, we had a trunk show yesterday. Or no,
Saturday.
Sorry.
Today's Monday.
It is. And it went well. It was at Stitch by Stitch in Kingston. Joan from Pearl and Jay's put it on, and she has a, how do you say that? Kiosk at Stitch by Stitch. And so we were there. We took our yarn and we did a trunk show. So it was a lot of fun. And I don't go, like, I haven't been out much all winter in the knitting world, and so it was like my spring break out of the hibernation. I got to see a lot of the people I hadn't seen since last fall, and it was nice. I enjoyed it personally myself.
And I introduced you some of the
Yes,
people that
I
go
got
to
to
the
meet
knit night that I attend, and so I got to meet some new friends, and yeah. So thank you everybody that came out to support us. It means a lot, and it was a good day. It was a fun day, and
really appreciate it.
We really appreciate everybody.
It was nice to see them. What else did we do? We did something else.
I don't know. Time goes by, right? It'll come to me.
I'm not that terrible. I'm awful.
Well, when we were at the trunk show, we.
Oh, I know what we did. We got snowed out twice. That's what we did.
We'll talk about that in the shop stuff. But yeah, we did. We got snowed.
That's what the other event was.
Freezing rain twice.
Oh, not
and
so
today
bad. So
it's
sorry,
like
folks.
Today, I swear to God, the sap would be running out there. It's a beautiful day out.
Yeah.
Well, we were at the trunk show. A friend of ours, Jennifer, she launched a new pattern on Ravelry. So I'll let you talk about it because you were a test knitter.
I was test knitter, yes. So it is called the Lake Ontario Lace Shawl, and I didn't print the pattern because I'm not doing well with ink right at the moment. My colored ink is out, but there it is on Ravelry. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. So it's the Lake Ontario Lace Shawl by Jennifer Anderson of Limestone Yarns. So here's my test knit. You can see it, but
It's beautiful.
I really liked it. I enjoyed this knit. It was, I will do it again. I will do it again. I would do it as a gift even for like mom or something. Yeah. I really, really, really liked it.
I have my yarn picked out for mine.
Do you?
Yeah. I brought it. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I do. So it just has a lot of the knitting style that I like.
It's fade. Like it has faded. You can see it has a fade aspect to it.
Yes, it shows up best in this section.
Yeah.
And then it happens again up here. And then
So I got it.
Oh, they're nice. Well, that'll be sharp.
So that's the 3 I picked.
And that's your order.
Yep, that's my order. I start here, and then go here, and then here.
Right. See, now you're mixing a cashmere with a merino nylon, because our ribbons, right?
Yeah.
This is merino nylon. This is merino nylon cashmere, and then this one is a
It's a stasher. It's still tied even from when I got it.
But is it cashmere or is it no?
I'm gonna say.
I don't think so. Is it? Or do you think it is? Doesn't matter anyway. But
no,
just for you guys, we do that all the time. So we've had people ask us that question. Can you mix them?
Mix the bases.
Mm-hmm.
The saucer. Yeah.
They're both fingering weight.
Yeah, they are.
So that would be. I do. I don't think there's a rule against it. If there is, I break it. But
Me too.
I go more about the colors. If it's the same weight, if it's the weights I need, then I go about. It's all about the color.
This pattern is written for fingering weight yarn, but she also has a worsted weight version of it.
Mm-hmm. This one's fingering.
Yours is fingering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
It is. It's nice to wear. I wore it at the Trump show. It was great to have it on that day. And I got a lovely thank you from her for test knitting, which was very, very sweet. She didn't have to do that. The process itself was gift enough because I really enjoyed myself. But so I have a wrist ruler. Yeah. And I've seen these, and you just don't buy them for yourself.
I like the color of it.
Yeah, so there it is. So thank you very much. Thank you. And even
the proceeds of the pattern.
Yes, the proceeds. 100% of the proceeds of this pattern go to the MS Society. So that's what Jen's doing. Jennifer Anderson of Limestone Yarns. It's the Lake Ontario Lace Shawl, and I would recommend it.
Available on Ravelry.
I would recommend it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shawl.
It's fun knit. So what have you been knitting on? So that was one of my finished things.
That was one of your finished objects.
Mm-hmm. What have you got cooking there?
Do you want me to go ahead with finished object?
I don't care what you do. We don't care, do we? We just want to see what she's doing, what she knit on.
Okay.
I shouldn't say we don't care. We're not fussy. We're happy to see any of it.
Gathering strength. Okay. I showed this in the last podcast. This is my hat I finished.
Woohoo!
So no pattern, and I just.
Oh yeah, you said you'd used all of your ends.
This was from worsted weight yarn, and this is the leftover yarn, the ends I had from my night shift shawl.
I should have brought the head up here. You could put it on. We haven't named it yet, Kathy. Peter.
The head?
Yeah, they said we should. That was a comment on the last podcast that we should name that head with the snub nose.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
There, cute.
It works. Keeps me warm when I'm shoveling snow.
There you go.
So yeah, I finished that.
Good.
And then I don't know if I showed this. I showed it on the last podcast, didn't I?
We had a discussion about the sleeves.
Oh yeah, the sleeves. My printer's running out of ink too.
We're in fine shape.
We're in great shape. So this is a pattern. It's the New Leaf sweater by Jen Steengass.
Steingass.
Yeah. So anyway, it's from the top down, and it's finished, but I didn't sew on my ends. I haven't blocked it yet.
I haven't seen this yet. Oh, nice. Oh, look what you did with the sleeves. So you went 3/4.
Yep.
Or 3/4 or?
No, 3/4.
3/4.
3/4 with no pattern.
No pattern.
Because I thought we're going to Knit City in Montreal at the end of March, and we're going to be indoors a lot, and I wanted a sweater, but I don't want to be hot.
Right.
So anyway, I went with a 3/4 sleeves because I thought I can always take the ribbing out, knit the rest of the sleeves after if I want to, and I have enough yarn to do that. So I've knit it like this for now, and
that's pretty.
Yeah. And the other thing that I did was I had this done once.
Oh dear.
And I ripped the bottom out of it, and I put another inch or so on it. I wanted it a little bit longer.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So I added a couple more short rows. The pattern calls for short rows, but I added a couple more short rows in the back.
It's longer in the back?
It's longer in the back than it is in the front. Just a touch.
Okay.
Just a touch, so that because I want it a little bit. I don't want to slide up my back when I sit down.
Oh, isn't that neat?
Look at all the strings. So anyway, I have to block it and sew my ends in and
Pretty.
Pack up my suitcase.
And away we go.
And away we go.
Very nice.
Yeah. So.
And did you enjoy that
Yes,
pattern?
it's a nice knit. The top of the sweater, the color work is in sport weight yarn, and the rest of it is in fingering.
Oh wow. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Huh.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't mixed the weights like that before.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So those are my finished objects. What about you?
I finished Becky's sweater,
Backstairs.
and I haven't blocked it or sewn in my ends either because I
Oh,
wanted
I don't feel so bad.
I wanted to try it on, and she hasn't been home.
Right.
She's been traveling with work quite a bit, and so I haven't. So this is it. It's the, how would you say that? Dalen?
Yep. Dalen.
Dalen Pullover by Isabel Kramer.
Put my shirt down.
And so this sweater has, here, I'm going to hand you that. Like I say, no ends sewn in because I wanted to try it on. So here's your sweater backs. If you're watching,
it's pretty.
That's the back. Sorry, yeah, this is the front. So the front is stockinette, and then the back is garter. You see? Yeah, you can see that. And then, so we'll see how it goes. And now it does have, the back does have short rows on it, but you know how garter stitch goes up?
Yeah.
So I don't know whether it's to keep it even or whether it's actually supposed to hang a little lower. I'm not sure, but maybe once the garter relaxes, it'll hang a little lower in the back. And I did the sleeves really long because she's long.
Yeah.
And I almost think I went
She's tall. She's very.
Yeah, I almost think I did them too long. So.
I better.
Yeah, so I might have to rip them back once I see her in real life. So that's I like this, knitting this as well.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's Harvey without the spots, so I called that Harold.
That's colorway Harold.
Harold. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell, but the garter curves around the front as you go. See the ridge?
Oh yes.
So the front of the sweater, that's at each side.
Right.
Can you see it?
They're here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just a little fun little design element. And it's worsted, so it's going to be nice and warm. And it's no sweat.
It's gonna sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that here.
Thank you.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have for finished objects.
I don't think I had anything else, did I?
No.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know. I think so.
What are you working on?
I'm working on a sweater for my buttons that we made.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
The
So
button class seems like a lifetime ago.
it does, but I made black buttons with blue polka dots. So I dyed this yarn, but I feel like you can't. So it is, and it's a flare. It's called the flare, so it's like a double-breasted. I don't know if that's coming out yet.
It's right over your head.
I know, I can't. We anyway, it goes like, so this part, where is it? This part goes in here, and this part goes over there. It'll be double-breasted with the buttons down here. There you go. Okay, and you can't put that picture up for a screenshot.
Oh, come on.
Nope. So it'll have
I don't know who's behind the sweater.
unless
See you.
yeah. True. Well, fair enough then. Go for it. There'll be a seed stitch around the collar, and then I'm working on seed stitch around the hem right now, and then bell sleeves, and I'll see how far I make them. But so this is our worsted weight, and it's got a little bit of blue in it. It's a little different. You can kind of see it there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
A little different than Becky's is all gray, but this one I put a bit of blue in it. So that's the Flare by Wendy Bernard. So this, you have to forgive this pattern. It's all hand scratched, but there it is. My buttons will stop up here. I saw on Ravelry some people did that. They just did buttons part way down.
Right.
I only have so many buttons. Anyway, that's it. The Flare by Wendy Bernard. It's on Ravelry. Okay?
Yeah, nice.
So that would be that. That's all the knitting I have over here.
That's it?
That's it, that's all.
Okay, so, guess I'm up.
You are. Ooh-wee. We don't see each other's stuff in person anymore.
Okay, so I'm knitting the February lady sweater. It's a swing cardigan, and it's made to fit grown-ass women.
Is that what it says on the pattern?
Right there.
What? Oh, it says that? It does. It does. Made to fit a grown-ass woman. Right there. That's wild. Wow, there you go.
So, I got my dental floss in here for my lifeline.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped a stitch and I thought, anyway, I got fuzzies. So this is my sweater.
This side?
Oh, you want to. And the pattern has 3 buttonholes, but I did 4.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, how you finding this?
It's good, but like I said, I dropped a stitch, so I ripped it back.
Oh.
So then I put a lifeline in it. So if you see dental floss, there's my lifeline. So if it happens again, I only have to rip back to there.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
Yeah, because.
And what weight is this yarn?
This is our worsted weight yarn. It's our yarn, and the colorway is spray on tan.
Spray on tan.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so I like it. It's fast knit. I get time to sit down.
Like this, the shorter sleeves.
Yeah, it has 3/4 length sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to have it done for Montreal as well. Hoping.
Cool.
So yeah. Then I have housed in my ball sack.
Oh, the sweater's in there?
Oh, that's not my sweater. This is
another project.
This is.
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard about this one on the phone, folks.
Wait, get this sweater for this is a shawl by Andrew Mallory of Joy Renee Knits. It's brioche-licious. So. I don't have a lot of it done. Probably I knit half this shawl.
I ripped it out.
Ripped it out. Knit it again. Ripped it out. Knit it again. Ripped it out. Then I knit it again. So I'm not very far.
And you YouTubed it? And...
I've YouTubed it. Yeah, I'll show you the rest in a minute. Okay, so that's how far I am. I'm just starting the brioche of the first section. So, in the buff, a black, and that's jet black.
This is the Cascade?
Yeah.
Estelle, the Cascade?
No, it's Estelle. Then I'm going to go with,
woo-wee.
that is Once Upon a Dream, charcoal.
Nice. How lovely will that be?
How lovely?
Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta get more done so we can see it.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's
excited
on that side. Because I lost my thing.
Oh, anyway. Did it? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's okay. I will figure that out after I figure out what row I'm on. Because I'll probably rip it this time. Yeah.
I'll hold it up there.
I'm going to have this yarn wore out by the time I get this knit. But
it's going to be beautiful.
Once again, dental floss. I put a lifeline before I started my brioche section, so that when I get in a mess with the brioche, I only have to rip it back here, and I don't have to rip out the white part. So it's hanging. So it just seems like there's it seems like there's lots of strings hanging, but yeah, we're getting there. So it's a fun knit.
Good.
Yeah. So I think that's all the knitting I have.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any acquisitions?
Do I?
I don't know. I gotta find mine.
No, I was a good girl at the trunk show.
Me too.
I didn't buy anything.
Because we're going to Montreal, I was trying to behave.
Last thing I got new, I think, was a set of needles I bought. because I wanted it for sleeves.
Alright.
I showed it last time. Yeah.
I don't know if it's even in this bag, or whether I have to look for a minute, so.
Okay.
You
So
keep
when
busy
we're in
with the
Montreal, one of the ladies we're traveling with is a chef.
Pastry chef.
She's a pastry chef, so I volunteered to be her taste test for her. Yeah. So maybe I'll be buying more than knitting stuff in Montreal. I may be buying pastry.
I think we should go to where she works.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it never hurts to do a little research. Oh, my doctor isn't seeing this. I'm in trouble.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's no.
This was the day we bought needles.
Yes.
So anyway, we were at the Grey Heron in Belleville, Heron store, and she had, it was Instagram or Facebook page. She put that she has a bunch of stitch markers in, so I thought I gotta check those out. So anyway, come to find out she's made them. So I bought
this is Karen.
This is Karen at the
Grey
Grey
Heron
Heron
in Belleville.
So
is it Pinnacle Street, Diane?
Yes. Got a bee.
Isn't that cute?
And I got a dog with a bone.
Yeah.
And this one is so me. This one I had to have it. The black sheep.
Oh, listen to that. It's cute.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
So Karen makes these.
Yeah, she made them. Yeah, so I thought they're pretty cool. So I lose these a lot.
Oh, they're fun. They make you smile, right?
Yeah, I lose them a lot. So I thought, I'm gonna add some more to my
good for her.
collection.
Good for her. She's a talented lady.
She is. And then I was exploring the world of brioche.
Trying to get a handle.
A shawl. So anyway, I found a book. So I bought it, and I really like it. What?
That book's thick. Holy crap.
Well, I'm not going to study it.
You got a lot of reading to do before you get that shawl done. Holy smokes. We may not see an update on that in a while, folks. You got a lot of reading to do. How many pages are in that
All
thing?
I can think of was the day I was at the Grey Heron, there was another lady in there.
Nice book. 256 pages.
We were talking about going to Montreal, and I had said how I don't speak French, right?
No, yeah, we don't.
And the lady says, oh, she said, I went to university and I majored in languages. I said, oh yeah. I said, when did you first get interested in languages? And she said, well, I had to take French in high school. And I said, oh, I took very little French in high school. And she said, oh, what did you take high school? And I said, drinking beer and going to the quarry.
Drinking beer and going to the quarry.
So
now you gotta make up for it. Now you gotta make up for it because for 265 pages or 56.
Maybe I'll be alright if I take a lunch air and some beer and head with the book to the quarry.
To the quarry. No, there are. In all seriousness, it's a beautiful book by the looks of this, and there are quite a few patterns. Yeah, like the back part, that's all patterns. So I mean, joking aside, it's gonna be great. But
you just know me too well.
It's a lot.
But it has like a
stitch dictionary for brioche.
It does.
And besides the patterns, and then how to
cross over from the left to the right.
Using
it
more
has
than one color.
Increases and decreases, and it has 2 color increases in the round, and then it has like brioche flat. So it covers the world of brioche.
Very nice.
Left slant.
And who published this book, Diane? It's by Nancy Marchant.
Yeah. And it's the Essential Guide to Brioche Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a good edition. Then when I was snooping around the internet looking for the brioche book, I found this one. And curiosity, of course, killed the cat. So I bought it too.
So this is the how do you say that? Distitch or distitch?
Yeah, to stitch.
It's by, Asia Brill.
Yeah. So the reason that what caught me about this book is it has a whole thing on different edges.
Oh.
And they kind of like, yeah, and they're kind of
Interesting.
like braided, or to give garments stability and that kind of thing. Like,
you are gonna be busy reading.
see, there's. So, anyway, I just thought it was something fun, that something different. Well, there's a nice edge on that scarf. So that's why I bought the book. I wanted to check out the different things you could do with edges and to give a garment some stability. So anyway, those are my acquisitions.
Great. Good.
Yeah. So
what else do we have to chit chat about?
The shop, where we're going to be.
Where are we going to be?
I guess our first stop is Peterborough at
Peterborough, March the 14th. St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, we're going to be at Peterborough Spinners and Weavers has a show at the Wellness Center in Peterborough, Ontario.
Is this our third year or fourth? Third? I don't know.
Third or fourth? Third, maybe. Third. It's our third.
Okay.
Being there. And then on March 21st, third time's a charm. We are going to be at Yarnet. We're having a trunk show at Yarnet.
Yeah. So we had scheduled one for January, and it was a miserable day. And we have, how far are we? We go up the 401. We're like an hour or so.
Hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes.
So if you go up not the 401 because the weather's bad, it's long.
Yeah, it's probably an hour and a half. Probably adds 15 to 20 minutes.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. So anyway, we
for all things safety.
Yeah, we couldn't do it.
Yeah. And then we rescheduled it. And we got freezing rain. The forecast
was bad again.
It was bad again.
And it did freeze rain.
Oh, it froze rain.
It froze rain here.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is that the weather could be a little bit different in Coburg, but you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know what you're getting into to get home.
Right.
That's the trouble. So we
stayed put.
We stayed put. Safe. And we didn't want to make anyone feel like they had to show up that day. So we didn't want other people driving in it either.
Yeah.
So anyway, looking ahead, we were really sorry that we did that to people. It was an awful feeling. But hopefully, the third time, we will be there with
lots of yarn.
Lots of yarn. I said be there with bells on, but no, I'm not wearing bells. Beads maybe, but not bells. And we're hoping for the best, and we're excited to go. We love it there. It's like and
it'll be nice to see everybody, the friends we've made in Coburg.
Yeah. But anyway, so that is on March the 21st.
Yes.
And then we're going to Montreal, just as you and I. We're not going as vendors or anything. We're going to hang out.
Yeah.
And that's the weekend after that.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. We're excited about that.
When we talked when I was sick and in the hospital in the summer, Edith had came to visit, and I said to her, I was not having a good time in that hospital. I'm a bad patient. I'll admit it. I would have begged, borrowed, and steal to get a ride out of that place. The first car that was leaving, I was like, what can I give you to get me out of here?
She was smoozing the doctor.
I
was
smoozed
pretty
that
good
doctor.
to get out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Honest to God, I was so bored in that hospital. On the Saturday, I just made up my mind. Everybody that comes through that door, I'm going to harass.
Oh, yeah, I did. No, it started way before Saturday. You were fighting to get out before you got in there. You were doing it in a merge before you got in the bed.
I teased everybody that came through the door into my room. I teased every one of them that day. I had nothing better to do but tease people. I teased everybody that came through that door. And I was in there, I don't know, like a week or something, and Honest to God, I think they probably missed me. I had more company than anybody on the whole floor. It's just those they were meeting in the halls, weren't you?
Yeah, we were.
Anyway, Edith came to visit me, and I said to her, "Look it, I gotta get out of here. This is driving me absolutely crazy. I gotta go." She says, "Diane, you have to stay. You're sick, and you're staying. You're here for a reason." Yeah. I said, "Well, I'll tell you, I ever get out of this bed, we're going on a trip."
Yeah.
So we looked into different trips, didn't we?
Did.
After I got home, I got feeling better. So anyway, it just wasn't going to work out that we were going to be leaving on a jet plane.
No.
So we decided Knit City was coming to Montreal, and we're going.
We're going. It's going to be fun.
And typically when we're at shows, we vend. So we don't, once you're in the booth, you're kind of there. So we don't really get to explore and see all of the other things that are going on within the event. So this time we went a little wild, and we've got tickets to everything we get tickets to. I'll tell you, I've never been so stressed in my life on that computer hitting refresh. Some of those events were sold out in like 5 minutes. And we lucked out and got tickets to it all.
So we didn't luck out, you worked hard at it. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, we rented a room, but we're not going to be in it.
No. That's alright. So we got to put our purses somewhere.
Yeah, we got to put a suitcase
somewhere.
We have to have a shower stall somewhere. So.
Yes. Purses actually will be with us because we're going to be shopping.
Yeah, so
pastries and yarn.
Life is good. So the Thursday night we have tickets to the Estestrico Knit Night, and then Friday we're taking a class. We're taking
a steeking class. I've never done that. So
yeah.
I said to Diane, that'd be the one thing I'd be interested in.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
got tickets.
Learn how to steek or knitting.
Steeking knitting, for anybody who doesn't know, is actually cutting it. So we are going to learn to do that. You make a pullover sweater into a cardigan. So
they tell me.
That's what they say. We're going to take the scissors to it. But anyway, so we're going to take a steeking class, and then the Friday night.
Yeah. We're going to play bingo.
No, that's Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night. Oh, geez.
Friday night. Well, we had talked about it with that. Well, there was
I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Of Claire Parks as keynote speaker. So Edith and I were on the phone, and we were talking, and we just decided, you know what?
Well, we were afraid if we booked too much, we'd be tired out. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and we know some people that are going, and we didn't want to be so booked up we couldn't join in anything else that's going on. So we sort of hesitated. But then
I found this book on my bookshelf, and the author's Claire Parks.
So Diane's like, "It's that Claire Parks." So we're going.
We got tickets. We're going Friday night to the keynote speaker, Claire Parks.
That'll be good.
Yeah, and a friend of ours, Jen, she got tickets to that too. So 3 of us are going to see the keynote speaker.
And then Saturday is the bingo. I got mixed up. We're going to knitting bingo.
You're just going to take her corn.
So, to explain, years ago, I'm dating myself. And anyway, you would go to the community hall to play. We lived in a little community. Yeah. Little country community. So you go to the community hall, and there would be, for some reason I think there was like dried corn kernels. Not popcorn, but why do I think it was corn? Like a cob of corn. Like, anyway, in the center of the table, and you bought bingo cards, and they were all reusable. So you handed your cards in at the end of the night, and they sold them again the next week. And you put your corn on the... When they called the number. On the cards, they called the number. And then if you said bingo, a person would come that worked for the bingo. Yeah. And they'd look over your shoulder, and they would call the numbers off, taking the piece of corn off, and the caller would say, yeah. And so then they would confirm that you had a line or a full card or whatever. And you used the same cards all night. Yeah, you bought your cards, and they were your cards for the night. Well, now they daub them, so once they got that big daub on them, then you buy more, right? Well, no. You used the same cards all night. Yeah, we did. Yeah. So that's my bingo experience.
And at Christmas time, it was a
Yes.
turkey bingo, and that
Yes.
was the prize. You would win a turkey.
You could. It was advertised as a turkey bingo.
Yeah.
Like there were other bingos, like the regular
at Christmas
bingos.
time, there
But
was
at Christmas there was turkey
bingo.
bingos. And they were fundraisers for, say, the local church or
fire department.
Fire department, yeah. So anyway, so there, you know, you'd go to the turkey bingo, and I've won a turkey at them before.
I'm never that lucky.
I did. So that's probably the last time I went.
So when we decided we were going to go to Knit City, go to the bingo, he says, "Oh, I'm gonna have to take my corn."
No, she told me I can't. So I have to figure out this bingo dauber thing.
It's not hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole new world.
I haven't been to bingo in years. My guys were hockey players, and they used to do them as a fundraiser for hockey, and you used to go and
sell the cards
and work the bingo. Well, the last time I went, believe it or not, you could smoke in that place.
Yeah, they were.
Well, I'll tell you, you come out smelling like a dirty ashtray. It was just.
Yeah, I think
It was like a lot. So it wasn't something that was really.
I mean, it's a fun game and everything.
So I'm looking forward to seeing, because you won't be able to smoke.
You won't be able to smoke,
now,
so
right?
yeah.
So
for people that don't smoke, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gave that up when I gave up drinking beer at the corn.
So you never did smoke, did you? I did. I don't think you did. Did you? Not like I did.
Oh, I got away with it.
One
thing I never got caught at.
Right. Yeah, but I was older. I was married when I smoked. I smoked. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's Saturday night.
Saturday night.
And then we're home Sunday.
We're going to the marketplace Saturday before the bingo. The marketplace is on Saturday, so we'll be in the marketplace. And so if you see us here in Montreal and you see us, come up and say hi.
Hello. I love it when people do
that. Yeah, it's fun to meet new people, and
even if I've already met you, come and say hi.
Yeah,
I like it.
So and then we come home on Sunday, so we'll be exhausted, but it'll be fun.
It'll be good. Yeah, and so that's March, and then April we are at the Knitters Frolic again in Toronto.
We're vendors at the Knitters Frolic.
Yeah, we're back to vending. We'll be back to vending. We won't be going just hanging out.
No.
The April the 20, let's say the 25th, that's not right, is it?
The Frolic?
Yeah.
Yeah, 24th, 25th.
24th or 25th
Something in there, yeah.
And then April the 5th, we are...
4th, isn't it?
4th? Could be.
The 4th.
Yeah.
April 4th.
We're at You Can Knit in Verona.
Yeah.
For a trunk show.
So we have, in April, we have You Can Knit on the 4th, and then like the 20, I don't know, I can tell you.
Yeah, then Frolic.
Then Frolic.
People can Google it. And then May, we are in Picton. That's it, right? There's no trunk shows.
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I haven't told you yet. 25th of April is the Toronto's Knitter Frolic. And the 4th, we're at You Can Knit.
Okay.
And then in May,
just Picton on the
23rd, we're at the Prince Edward County Fibre Fest.
And then June.
And then June, on June the 13th, Saturday, June the 13th, we're at Quertha.
And then
Fibre Fest.
And that's all we have booked for this year.
Yeah. Then we're heading to the cottage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's our schedule this year.
That's our schedule.
I hope everybody else's schedule includes some of those, so we get to see you.
Yeah. If you see us,
like you said,
stop by, say hi, and come up to us, introduce yourself. We enjoy the whole knitting community. The whole.
You said that.
Yeah. So anyway, I think
we're done.
We're done. We're at 39 minutes. We're 9 minutes over.
Oh, shut her down.
Shut it down. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and I guess we'll talk to you next time.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye.